Alright, so boom. The Piano G memes have been so tough to where they even making Polo upset about it. And he's fully aware that people call him that. He uses the same excuse that probably any rapper would use. Well, I have a style that I like and it's working for me, so I don't care what the haters say. Like, yeah, alright bro. After listening to his 3 albums, which total up to 50 songs, I will say this. These memes didn't start for no reason. This man can be a very one-dimensional rapper. And he has so many songs that sound so similar that they all just blend in and you're gonna feel like you're listening to the same song over and over. The biggest offender of this for me was his first album, Die a Legend. I've seen some fans call Die a Legend his best album, and that's incredibly sad if it is, because this is his first project where he started sounding the same on every song. Not just because of the piano beats, but the subject matter as well. Now, we all know that Polo puts his heart and emotions in his songs and talks about his pain from his childhood. Like, nobody's denying that. But my nigga, you say the same thing on practically every song. On how you got it out the mud, how I had to put my all in this rap stuff. It was this or nothing. Like, we get it, bro. So to me, that's his 2 biggest negatives. His lazy choice of production and the same bars about struggle and perseverance on a lot of his records. Because of this, even though he's still technically a good rapper, he has several songs that just won't hit and you're gonna sit there like I guess this was cool, it's just not doing anything for me. So here's a fun fact for y'all. For the very first time ever in my Every Song Rank series, there are no songs in the whack tier. Polo G does not have a flat out bad song. But here's another thing that may surprise y'all. Y'all know how in my Migos videos I said they're the first artist where I dislike more songs than I like? That was extremely close to happening to Polo G as well. Polo G avoided being the second artist with that distinction by 2 songs. Out of the 50 songs I had to listen to, I liked 26 and I disliked 24. So yeah, I'm not the biggest Polo G fan in the world. He got a lot of songs I was just rolling my eyes at because I was getting sick of the same style, same sounding songs. With that being said, let's just go to the skips. With some of these songs, like there's really nothing unique about them. The reason I don't care for them is because I already got sick of hearing the same type of songs all the time. And for other songs, it's like he tried something different and they just didn't hit for me. So pretty much every song in this tier, if he didn't make them, it would be fine with me.
Told him I was gonna be something. That broke shit made me sick, big appetite with a weak stomach.
I like how this nigga Polo G tried to say the only time he's ever been out-rapped on his own song was by Lil Wayne on Gang Gang. Polo sounded so damn bored on this song and it sounded like he was just going through his regular routine of making a hook and he didn't really try to do nothing different, like put any flair in the song. Polo just get behind him, push the gas, I'm just gonna keep stomping. I'm just gonna keep stomping. Like, this would have been in the not for me tier had Polo had a better performance, but since this was like basic Polo for most of the song and he had no energy, this was definitely a skip and Lil Baby did a better job than he did.
Like boom, we make it hot like it's June. Turn this white teeth to maroon. We put them up like a hot air balloon.
This is one of the more different sounding songs that he has in his catalog. I was impressed by the different atmosphere that the song brought, but lyrically, like, Jesus, this song is pretty boring. I'm giving the song props because he brought a different tune than usual, but he could have kept this one because he really didn't say shit on here. I'm also considering this an overhyped song from the album because I think it's because of the different sound that many people was hyping this up and saying it's better than what it really is. I've already talked to several people that has Boom like as top 5 on the album for them, and I'm just not seeing it.
Heart of a giant walking to the beat of my own drum. No, they hate hearing me stone.
This was the main song on the album that I had the lowest expectation of. As soon as I saw Wave as a feature on here, I went, Both Polo and Rod are rappers that have that repetitive subject matter. I've already told you guys how I feel about Rod Wave, so seeing that it was him and Polo, I was like, man, this is about to be the saddest song ever. And unsurprisingly, I didn't end up liking the song. It was really boring, and it's not helped by the fact that Polo resorted back to his tired piano style. I don't want to hear anyone saying, you didn't give the song a fair chance. You went into it not wanting to like it. Because that's not the case. Like, I went into it with an open mind. Like, I wanted Polo and Rod to prove me wrong. But that just ended up not happening. Like, they could have kept this.
Time wait for no man. I'ma hope this romance. She just wanna fuck the Jamie Foxx and Kanye West slow jam.
I seriously think Roddy Ricch didn't add much to this song. I did like to hear his voice because it was a nice change. But this was damn near a solo Polo song. And it might as well have been because this was another basic track in his catalog about having to grind to get where he is and now he's relishing all his fame and glory. Roddy came in and talked about the exact same thing, but it was nothing spectacular. This whole song, after I heard it, I was like, next.
Blood, sweat, and tears what I share. Sleep is nice in my bed. They only love you when you shining.
BST, standing for Blood, Sweat, and Tears, is actually the first song that got put in the skip tier as I was listening to Piano's music. This is one of those tracks that falls under the category of if you heard one song by this rapper, then you've heard them all. There is absolutely nothing special about Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Like, seriously, using my own example, if you've heard Through the Storm or Battle Cry, then this record is the exact same. It's just you'll be tired of the same style by the time you get to it.
Gave you 100 strikes, you was asking for it and your wish was granted. Felt like you would jeopardize what I had going, nigga, I couldn't chance it.
It's actually kind of funny that Polo can take a topic that would usually be dope to hear about and still manage to make it sound like a mid song. Last Strike being about people hating him for his come up, saying that he changed when he became famous and now they expect that he owes them something. When truthfully, they're just bitter niggas that are mad that somebody else is doing better than them. Going off that topic, this would usually make for a nice track, but not this guy. This dude poured piano sewage water all over the song and made it sound just as boring as some of the other tracks he has.
This new Glock got 33, Scotty Pippen.
I felt like I was listening to the song 21 from the GOAT album, but a mid version of it. Considering these tracks are back to back on the track list as well doesn't really help. You're gonna feel like you're hearing the same song when you listen to 21 and then 33 right afterwards. It's almost impossible to like one song and not the other one. It's either you like them both or dislike them both.
Hey, bitch, I'm really him. And all the shooters love me, they call a nigga Rim.
I definitely don't have anything bad to say about this song. I just felt like it was one of those songs that was just cool. It wasn't too much of a highlight on either Capalot's or Herbo's end. This dude, G Herbo's real first name is Herbert. That gets me every time. The beat to go part 1 was cool, but overall I can definitely do without this one.
I say the truancy got time seen. Yeah.
Young Thug is the main reason I don't rock with this song.
Bro, don't you ever fucking disrespect Thug like that. This nigga voice is an instrument, a soothing tool to soothe the soul, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect the savior like that, nigga.
If he just sang the hook and this was 2 Capalot verses, I would probably put this in a good enough tier. But Thugger's verse is a skip every single time. It just takes me out of it. She picked me up in an Uber, then we went to eat. She sucked that dick and I had asked if she got missing teeth. Like, come on, man, damn. Thugger is someone that I always give a chance to, but it's insanely rare that he spits something I like. Now, here we are, the not for me tier. I know some of y'all may have thought that skip tier was kind of short, and it was. It was only 9 songs, which is the lowest amount of songs I've ever had in that tier. However, Polo G has 15 songs in the not for me tier. 15. Almost every song in this tier is a track that, although I see why this may be a hit for some of you, I couldn't rock with it for the simple fact that I got tired of the same old production style or the same coming from the mud bars, just like I mentioned in the intro. He be trying to switch things up with his flows, which he can do all he wants, but at the end of the day, man, if your beats are similar and you're rapping about the same thing, you're going to end up having a lot of songs in your catalog that people don't care about. Like I mentioned before, even though he's a good rapper, he just won't hit a lot of the times, and the songs in this tier are just the epitome of that.
We pop out at your party, I'm with the gang, and it's gonna be a robbery, so tuck your chain.
I give Polo G props for this song, actually. This song is in this tier because I can't stand Lil TJ's voice. Take him out and this song is fire. Leave him in and I turn this song off every time he comes up. So truth be told, this song is in the not for me tier because of Lil TJ. Polo G did nothing wrong. But at the same time, like, Lil TJ is still on here. And I only pretty much turned off like half of the song. I listened to the hook at the beginning. I listened to Polo's verse and I'm like, all right, I'm done. So the fact that I don't ever play like the second half of the song, I think that goes to show that overall I don't rock with it that much. But I don't know. It's pretty tricky when it comes to pop out.
When everybody go through something, it's all about perseverance. They was counting me out.
This was only the 3rd song on Dial Legend and I was already getting bored. When I heard Through the Storm, I immediately knew why people say things like, yeah, Polo G is lyrically good, but his music can get kind of boring and not hit like that. Through the Storm is a perfect example of one of those passionate, I came from the bottom, now I got money songs. But in this case, it wasn't entertaining for me. The biggest Capalot fans, I know this is damn near their favorite song by him, but I listened to Through the Storm like 4 times and I was bored every time.
I heard planes flying, crowds screaming, money counting chains, clanking shit, I guess that's how it sound when you winning.
This is the most popular song off of Piano's 3rd album, Hall of Fame, and I just never really cared for it. After listening to the whole project, it's crazy to say that Rap Star is one of my least favorite songs. Also, I cringe hard every time I hear that only bitch I give a conversation to is Siri line. I'm sorry, I just always thought that was weak.
I know these niggas never been 100, they let that fame switch them. Did all that preaching about being solid.
One of the things that bothered me about this song, Polo actually does this a lot, but it really bugged me here. He did not change his flow at all in the first verse. Every line had the same melody, and he ended every line with the L suffix, and it got old very fast. Addicted to this ecstasy, I like how it feel. It's like I've been popping X ever since I tried the pill. Shit got me through some hard times, I lost my mind for real. A lot of shit happened way too fast, I ain't have time to heal. He did the same thing with the second verse by rhyming every word with the ooh sound, like news, snooze, amuse, confused. Like I said, he does this damn near all the time. But for Battle Cry, him never switching his flow and having the exact same melody throughout the whole song was bugging me more than usual. Also, I know that Battle Cry is like some people's first song that they even heard by Polo, but for me, I've already heard like several beforehand. So when I got the Battle Cry, I was like, nah, this is a skip too.
Can't relapse off these drugs, man. RIP the juice. We was tweaking off them perks. I popped my last one with you.
It was interesting to hear him say that he stopped taking Percocets once Juice WRLD died and that he actually popped his last perk with Juice. He even has a collab on this same album with Juice called Flex. So it's cool that he got a record in him before his tragic passing. Like I said though, when I was talking about 33 and the skip tier, 33 and 21 are very similar records, and even though I don't like either one of them, I will say that 21 is the better song.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you be posted up from Sunday to Saturday night.
This is one of the finer basic Polo G songs. Like, I wanted to like this song so bad because his singing moments on this track were dope, but the rest of the song was just so damn basic. Like, I couldn't even lie to myself. Every time I played this track, I was looking forward like to his notes because he was hitting those. But based on everything else, same damn piano beat, same lyrics, like it isn't too bad in this case because this is one of his earlier songs, but I still couldn't get with it.
In the road we was taking, we ain't really think this lifestyle exists. Man, I swear that I ain't never pictured this.
I do like the meaning of this song more than others, but truthfully, it's just another song about how, due to his rough upbringing and scary childhood, he didn't think he would make it out the hood and have the life that he does now. So he's saying, you know, I could never picture this. If you would have asked me a couple of years ago what my life would be, I don't think I would be doing anything like this. So yeah, I know why the Day One Polo fans would like a track like this because it's cool, but it's still just like every other song.
You don't understand how hard it was. I swear this shit so deep. I made it to the top and they all looked up in disbelief.
So like, y'all know how I say a lot of the songs he has like blend in and you get used to them after a while. That's the reason why I have a lot of these songs in the not for me tier, because although they're good, I got tired of the same sound like I've been saying. Chosen One is exactly like Picture This. Him saying one of the reasons he's made it out such a tough situation is because he must be the chosen one. There's something special about him that needs to be shown to the world, and that's how he's been able to live his dream now. But just that description alone pretty much applies to this nigga's whole catalog.
223 spit out quick when that chopper ringing. We ain't never ducking beef, bitch, we non-vegan.
Deep Wounds is one of his better singing performances, but at this point, there's not much I can say about what these songs are about because they're seriously the same. Like, I've endured so much in my past that now I gotta grind as hard as I can. Like, at this point, just assume that every Polo G song is about the same thing unless I say otherwise.
Niggas saying they the GOAT, but I can't buy into the hype. I dig deep into my spirit when I spit into the mic.
As the opening song to his second album, I was expecting to hear something different, but nope, we just got another track about how he got it out the mud and he hasn't been famous for it that long. He says stuff like, you know, I was just down bad in the hood a couple of years ago, so I'm still brand new to all this. As usual, he has the piano beat in here, but you can hear some guitars on the track, and now you got niggas calling him Polo Guitar, but that's a whole nother thing. The guitars are nice here because it gives like a rock star feel to the song, but piano and coming out the mud lyrics, that killed it for me.
But my homies died young, and that one part of the plan. Flying on these planes, which I could reach and touch your hand.
I can't even lie, the moment this song started and I heard that piano beat, I immediately got annoyed. I heard that and was like, this is the 10th song on his second album, The GOAT, and I was like, my gosh, like, this motherfucker don't switch up nothing. Speaking of The GOAT, I only liked 6 of the last 7 songs on that album. The one song that I did like was Wishing for a Hero, which was the final song. The 6 songs right before that were all misses for me. Be Something with Lil Baby, I already had that in the skip tier. No Matter What, the song I'm talking about now, is the second one. And then the other 4 songs are going to be the last 4 in this video, so I can close it out with that.
Man, I know that nigga pussy, he just act hard. Trust me, you don't wanna see them boys in all black.
In Relentless, he speaks on the disadvantages of being an African American youth like more than he usually does. and mentions how white people who try to judge him will never understand his struggles and what he had to go through. And that's really the only highlight here.
Once we start a riot, we can't keep quiet. We want all the smoke, fuck the peace sign.
The main line that stuck out to me here was, like taco night, we gonna leave them shells inside your stomach. That was, I'll give him that. That was cool. But Do Not Disturb is just your typical rap song about how now that he got famous, he got people calling him left and right, wanting something from him, and he has to deal with all these fake people around him, pretending that they care about him when they really just want money or whatever the case may be. I really got nothing out of this song.
Knew I ain't got wings, I hop out fresh and let them doze up. They know who I am, just off my name, I bet them hoes fuck.
Now, this beat was hard. I like the Chinese influence in the instrumental, and it fits the name of the song. Like, if you really want my opinion on what one of the better beats Polo has rapped over, I will say Chinatown. His flow was really dope on here too. I think that this is one of his songs more than ever that it would be in the fire tier if he rapped about something else. I would probably love this song if he rapped about something than his typical like street shit. And just to make sure, as I was making this video, I listened to Chinatown many times and I was just like, yeah, these lyrics are the reason I can't get rid of it. I like the flow, I like the beat, but the bars it definitely took me out of it.
Them streets will turn a good kid into a cul-de-sac. No point in church cause the preacher can't keep them poles from clapping.
Now, I'm positive you guys can figure out why this was another song I didn't give a damn about. Now, take a guess. Just off reading the title, take a wild fucking guess on what Capalite raps about in this song. I'll wait.